What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the week 7 schedule. We're talking about the teams with the best schedules and the worst schedules, and also the must-add streamers to help you maximize your games. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Let's start with the teams that had the most games and off nights this week. We have 8 teams that have 4 games this week and 2 off nights, so these are the teams with the best schedules. If we're looking at the entire week, the days that are off nights are Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. A little bit different this week because of American Thanksgiving. Then we have Wednesday and Friday being very heavy nights this week. You're definitely going to be sitting players on these days. And then we have Tuesday with no games whatsoever, so definitely keep this in mind. I've ranked these teams by opponent goals against average, and as you guys can see here, the Vancouver Canucks are definitely a tier above the other teams. They have a 3.58 opponent goals against average, so they should probably score a lot of goals this week. Let's list this off, guys. We have the Vancouver Canucks, the Colorado Avalanche, the Calgary Flames, the Nashville Predators, the Boston Bruins, the San Jose Sharks, the Edmonton Oilers, and the New York Rangers. Next up, we have the teams with the least amount of games this week. We have 5 teams on this list. The Ottawa Senators only play 1 game on Friday. That's very tough if you have a lot of Ottawa Senators players on your team, and you're probably not going to want to pick up any Sens players either to stream. It's not going to help you maximize your games. Then we have the Vegas Golden Knights, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Minnesota Wild, and the Washington Capitals, all only having 2 games. Definitely not good either. So like I said, it might be tough to pick up guys on these teams, and you also might have to make some tough drops this week if you want to win your week. Moving on, we have the teams with the easiest opponent record this week. We have the Vancouver Canucks, the Carolina Hurricanes, the St. Louis Blues, the Washington Capitals, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. These teams should do pretty good this week, and their goalie should get some wins as well, so keep that in mind. And then we have the teams with the hardest opponent records. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Arizona Coyotes, the New York Rangers, the Dallas Stars, and the Boston Bruins. These teams may struggle this week in the goal department, and they also might struggle in the win department as well, so something to keep in mind as well. Finally, we have the best streamers to add to help you maximize your games this week. All of the players on this list play 4 games and have 2 off nights this week, and they are all under 85% rostered. If you're in a more shallow league and you have players that are 90% rostered sitting on your waiver wire, let me know and I can start including them in this list. But I'm assuming most of you are in a league with 8 teams or more, and those guys are not going to be available. I also want to say that I included some players on this list that are going to have different values depending on your league settings. Players like Jacob Struba, Darnell Nurse, Mackenzie Weegar, they are not going to be valuable if your league does not value shot sets and blocks. But if they do, then yes, they are good stream options. So keep that in mind. Overall, guys, I could be missing some players, especially if you're in a more shallow league like 4 teams or 6 teams. But most of the players on this list are great streaming options to help you maximize your games. And I hope you use your ads wisely. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.